He's a man.
This is what
A
real
man.
man. This is a real man.
That's a real champion right there. Look at those love handles.
That's someone's
Dad
dad
bodge.
beating up someone's dad, another dad in his underpants.
This is every dad on Father's Day for like 5 minutes. It is back
This
to the grid.
This is everything Stu Hart wished Bret Hart was.
That's so mean.
Gunther
But
looks like
probably
he walked
accurate.
out that dungeon and survived.
And they're like, I held everything. This world title's mine. But the real question is, did they do Jay dirty, Manny? Did they short his title reign?
Find out later.
Yeah. But first, Nikki Bella's back. And dead already.
She took a difference from you can look but you can't touch to this.
Yeah. I like the little blurry image of that guy who's just utterly amazed that Nikki Bella's been laid out. Like, oh no! What a disaster! What a disaster!
CM Punk versus Cena in Saudi.
Yeah, so CM Punk is now John Cena forced CM Punk to be the one thing he hates. A hypocrite. You want this, you gotta sell your soul for that blood money in Saudi Arabia.
And then by our truth, hello, Mr. Killings.
Yes, Mr. Killings. My favorite thing about Mr. Killings, he realized I haven't had hair in years.
That looks awful, though.
It looks like
you know who he looks like? He looks like Marv. He looks like Marv after he's been burnt. From alone.
No, he looks like IT person who showed up to the house with a bunch of wires and going like, I don't know what the fuck to do with all these.
So basically, what you're saying is J.K. Smush.
Yes. He's holding Christmas lights and going like, I gotta untangle this.
Welcome everyone to the Untitled Manny and Mark show. I'm, of course, the racially ambiguous, very tired Lord Manny Hayes, and he is
the wide awake, obviously black. Mark is the grand finale.
So
on Thursdays the roles are switched. Manny's the obviously black, obviously awake, and Mark is the tired, racially ambiguous.
We're coming off Money in the Bank. We did not like the pay-per-view much. It's best to say. I think it was one of the quickest sign-offs we've ever had.
There's one. No, the quickest sign-off was, you know what? Let's watch AEW. Oh, there's the Paragon. Let's go. See you later. Yeah, we don't belong here anymore. I know it's one match to the main event, but we're out. Can't make it.
So yeah, that happened. Not much fallout in terms of news, other than TKO. The reason TKO has been doing this firing of people, making budget cuts, going back to LA in bigger markets is because they are $3 billion in debt.
Oh no! Debt, Manny, debt.
But I don't see them. I see them doing this with WWE, but I don't see them doing all this bullshit with UFC. Maybe because I'm not. Maybe because I'm not in. I'm not in the UFC circle and the MMA circle, but Octagon, I should have said. But I don't hear major backlash about. Oh, the tickets are extortionate. This. Because they could run more UFC shows and get themselves out this hole as well.
Yeah, but not really, because nobody wants to see a bunch of nobodies. They have to build up some of these fights and at least have some type of name on some of these fights, Manny. So I just feel like the UFC isn't the problem. They look at WWE as the problem, but also it's where it's at. UFC is notorious for underpaying their fighters and lowballing them and not giving out proper payment. So they know how to handle their fighters. You don't want to fight here? Fuck it. We create a new one, and we won't pay the other guy less than what we're paying you.
Well, I get the feeling we're gonna be in a situation where we're gonna end up with more Saudi shows than anything, because they're the ones that really pay up. But if you think about it, the easiest way to get out of that debt, Saudi show.
Yeah, but maybe they won't get out of debt. It just seems like whenever I see a company that goes public or is trading or doing all this stuff, they end up all going to debt somehow, and it's ridiculous. It's all ridiculous.
Well,
But even in the AEW universe, this has nothing really to do with AEW, but Warner Bros. Discovery has decided after their merger to part ways. That whole fucking organization is a sham. I don't know what's going on over there. Everything about
I've
them
got
is
that.
bad.
I've got that story based off of Cultaholic. It says major changes are being made to All Elite Wrestling's TV partner Warner Bros. Discovery as plans to split the company were announced on Monday, the 9th of June. A streaming and the separation is expected to be completed in mid-2026, but BJ Bethel of SES Scoops, who the fuck is that, has reported a source familiar with the contracts between AEW and WBD have stated that All Elite Wrestling are likely to be unaffected by the planned split. Fightful Select also reported that as of now, there are no changes planned, and AEW remains a big focus for Warner Brothers Discovery. AEW are not at risk of losing their TV deal suddenly.
No. And who thought they were at risk to lose it? It's the only thing they got over there right now. Everything at Warner Brothers is failing. The only thing they got is, I guess, Cena's doing well in theaters and AEW. Other than that, they got nothing going for it. They're praying for Superman to make money, which if the Warner Bros. Discovery is separated, I think they'll be like, ain't nothing over there. Ain't no Superman making the money. We want a divorce. It just sounds like a national divorce. AEW is the only good thing about Warner Bros. Discovery or Warner Brothers right now, and it's sad. It's a sad state of affairs.
So I have a video for you. Do you want to watch it now, or do you want to watch it after Raw?
Is there like a middle ground? Is there like something that can cleanse my palate after a bad segment we cover on Raw or anything? Or
let me just state this video is hilarious.
I'll wait till the end.
Okay. Eric says, which is why they're trying to reboot Harry Potter. What do you mean trying?
They are.
They are.
They have. Snape's black. Accepted, Eric.
Truth needed to cut that crap off. He looked like Coolio near the end when he had pigtails and a bald spot.
Yeah. I mean, the ball is now in Booker T's court. Your turn, Booker. Your turn.
Booker T's hanging on to that. He ain't go to it.
He got half of it over here, and that's all he got. It's just let it go, Booker. It's over. It's over. Just be ball.
Yeah, but bro, the truth was actually just talking about his hair at that point. People over here, what's up? If you feel me, say what's up.
Yeah. Savagery. Ready to jump to Monday Night Raw?
Yeah, let's get into Monday Night Raw. It opens up with CM Punk and John Cena. John Cena calls everyone spineless keyboard warriors who don't have power to change anything. R-Truth is a gimmick they will spit it out and not care about it in about a year. True.
I don't know if that was a question. I don't know if John wanted us to respond to that, but maybe true. I don't know. This new True, this Ron Killen's character seems serious. I don't know where they're going with that.
John Cena brought up the numbers again. So he started this year with 36 dates. The Raw after WrestleMania we were down to 27. Now we did some math and we're down to 19.
Uh-oh. It's getting down there. I thought we were further down the list, but I think I'm thinking ahead because he's also doing the Australia dates. That puts him down to like 13 because that's a whole weekend. I think we have 5 unknown dates, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. CM Punk says he faced the best they got, and that was Cody, but he beat him because he takes shortcuts and kisses his final boss's ass.
Oh, they're bringing that guy back in. No.
He challenged him tonight, but Cena went, no. It sounds good. Sassy. It sounds good, but you got to face me in Saudi. And CM Punk has been very vocal about not going to Saudi in the past.
They're taking that blood money. But Manny, once you see the dollar signs, your perspective just kind of gets a little blurry and you forget who you are. He kind of going to black out for the next month and just take the money and not say anything.
Marcus, when you return and you say I'm here to make money, not friends,
Mm-hmm.
Marcus, fuck morals.
Yeah. Hey, money. Hey, blood washes off money. I'm just saying. My hands can be clean. I'm going to use the money to donate to charity of my choice.
Soon I'll be the immoral. Lord
Yes, you may think this is immoral now, but in 10 years, you're going to be like, wow, that was something what CM Punk did. If he never got that money from Saudi, he could have never bought that $3 million home. I don't know what he's going to do with the money. But do you think he's a hypocrite? Let's talk about this. No,
Okay.
he's not. That was his last WrestleMania, Eric, in Las Vegas. We got it. We're done. We're done.
Yeah, he's done by the end. He's done at the end of 2025. That was the deal.
Yeah. But Manny, do you feel that Phil is being a hypocrite by taking this money and doing this match with John Cena?
Yeah, he is. You can't be this strong about not going to Saudi and all this stuff. But then suddenly toe the company line and go there if you're that strong about it.
Go ahead.
But like, people change as well. People's circumstances also change.
Yeah, people change. Circumstances change.
Money. I'm not saying he needs the money, but I'm just saying maybe he's just trying to be a good soldier in the midst of.
That really call him a bitch.
Yeah, that. I don't think he cares about that. I think.
I know. I just wanted to bring it up. It's in the middle of this. Just in the middle story.
Yeah, I think his circumstances change. He wants to be that guy that is the face of the company forever. How long he's got
a team player.
Yeah,
team player at least. I know he's going to get a bunch of criticism for it, but everybody's taking this money from all type of athletes all over the world. It's, it is what it is. Like, you can have your morals. I'm curious how the people are going to respond to him. Are they going to start booing him to like, fight for the title? But I think the people are not going to care. I think no one's going to care that he's a hypocrite in this situation. And you know what? I think it's just going to carry on. Am I going to judge him differently? No, I think he's the same person he's been. I think he's just saying what he was saying out of really hate of WWE when he was out. To be honest,
let me phrase it in a way that weirdos talk. But like, do you know when people go, "Would you suck a dick for $1 million?"
Do I ever?
I would say present it. I'm a millionaire.
Present the dick? What are you saying?
I'll be a millionaire.
Show me the dick.
I'll be a millionaire, Marcus. I don't care what means it is. Does that mean I can do the show without begging the likes of Jimmy and the others, the regulars, to donate to the show? I don't need to do that afterwards.
Yeah. Present me the penis. Do the show a piece.
But it's the same thing. Like you may have a moral as a person to be like, oh, I don't want to do that. But then you tell me how much that money is for how many minutes minutes of work that's going to be.
And I don't even have to really try.
Yeah, look, and the fact of the matter is, John Cena can't wrestle anymore. You saw how bad his last few matches have been. They have been god awful.
So, other than the morals of the man, that's Eric bring up, Phoenix scared. They wanted that match. They thought they were getting it. John Cena had them psyched out. They got Jey Uso. They didn't get John Cena. But other than the morals, huh? Oh yeah. Other than the morals. I don't honestly care. I'm not holding CM Punk to some high and glory moral. I don't hold any celebrity to no high and glory morals or anything that I wouldn't do. I don't know what I would do in the situation if someone threw a boatload of money at me and being like, go to Saudi Arabia. I got no choice. Sometimes stuff is life changing. Am I going to say I sell out on this show? Yeah, I'll probably sell out in a minute. But sometimes my morals are right. But on a side note, I am actually just disappointed this match isn't happening in America.
It doesn't need to.
They're taking us away from it. This should be in Chicago. This should be in Boston. This should be in LA. This should be in New York. This is a box office draw, and you sold this major feud ending for career feud ending in Saudi Arabia. That's what I'm mad about. I'm not mad about that CM Punk is going to Saudi Arabia and that he's a hypocrite and the morals of it all. I'm mad that we don't get it. I have no chance of attending.
I would say, if anything, it should have been on Money in the Bank. The 10-year anniversary. Is it 10 years? The 10-year anniversary of Punk beating Cena at Money in the Bank?
It could be. Is it? Was it 2015? No.
No,
that was 2011. It was like 2011. It's like 14 years.
Yeah, 2011. Ago. But you do it on the anniversary of that. I think that makes more sense. But like the fact that they're doing it in Saudi, I get the feeling that they know this match is going to be terrible. That's what my personal feeling is like. You put a match that you know ain't going to be that great and then probably be like, oh, it's Saudi. We're not probably going to watch it. And it's going to be on at a different time. It's fine. Cena wins by questionable means. Done.
Yeah, but I just feel like if you're going to do the match, and yet if it's going to be terrible, I think a good crowd can uplift a terrible match. Like if you put
the Saudi crowd does not uplift nothing.
No. That's what I'm saying. You put a good crowd in front of them, and it can uplift the match. It's going to expose how old and beat up these guys really are. Man's going to go attack the dog. It's going to show how old and beat up these guys are with the crowd just being like, we're rich. Instead of a rabid Chicago crowd that really wants to see CM Punk win, or even an LA crowd at Money in the Bank that would just want to see them go. Like if this was at Money in the Bank, I would accept it more, and I would have actually considered paying and losing a limb to see the match. Just because.
Losing a limb.
Yeah. I didn't say which one. It'd probably be a pinky toe.
Marcus, you would sell out. You've done it once for less money already. Wow.
Dang. How dare you? But true. Why aren't you at work? Go to work. Okay? Go deal with the 700 Marines coming to your building or something. Whatever you're going on.
The actual training squirrel is there, even though it looked like a furry penis on my bed.
Yeah, I was not going to question what's going on back there, Manny. I was just going to say, that's Manny, that's his bed, and this is his business. I hope he washes his hands before he does the show. Oh. Why? Get that shit out of here. Manny.
I am at work on my iPad.
That you probably stole from the Apple store that got looted last night. I know you, Eric. I'm watching. But this segment happened. I thought it was a solid segment, but really disappointed that this match is happening in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah. Then AJ Styles versus Chad Gable had a match.
Yeah. This match was what you expected it to be. Two very talented wrestlers. My only thing about AJ is that I think he needs to, like Will Ospreay said, you need to move on. There's nothing he can do in the WWE that makes me go, I need to care about AJ Styles right now. I don't care. He's still good. He's still solid in the ring. He's better than Cena and about stuff in the tank. But there's no storyline he can do that he hasn't done already. That he hasn't done in my lifetime. That I'd be like, oh, I'm interested in AJ Styles.
But I don't think I'd enjoy him nearly as much in AEW either. I think he's done.
Well, he can just go have matches, man. All he got to do is go have matches. He can fight some of the best in the world. Just a retirement tour similar to Bryan Danielson on his way out. And then take care of him. Or Sting.
I suggested that we're probably going to see more Saudi shows before you came in the chat.
Oh, yeah. Yes. I'm sure Eric heard you say it and then stole it right there with the chat.
Yeah, trying to act like he was asking a question.
Go ahead.
I thought the match against Chad Gable was really good, even though it was really quick. Either that or I was falling asleep because I was in and out of sleep watching the show.
I thought it was an average time for a match. I don't think it was really quick. Let's move it on. A Grande Americano, though, is the better version of Chad Gable. He's undefeated against AJ Styles.
Yeah. Damn. Then we get a fatal four-way, which was Liv Morgan versus Roxanne versus Kyrie versus Rhea Ripley. Roxanne was suggested to Liv, let's work together. Liv was like,
Manny,
shut up.
Shut up. I'm going to win. Let me pause you for a minute, man. Before we enter this triple threat, fatal four-way match, is it too soon? to have a fatal 4-way after all those triple threat matches? Do you
Yes.
feel like this is? Did you just say I had enough? Did you mentally turn this off in your head and go like, another one?
To be honest, at the first gate, I was kind of like, I don't need this. I really don't. But
It did.
they did. They had an all right match.
It was all right. It was fun. I thought Kairi Sane made a bad decision of jumping and elbowing people on the outside that had nothing to do with her. I'm sure Manny, when he saw Raquel go like that.
When she showed up, I was just like, oh, Raquel's going to cost Liv this match.
Well, Liv lost the match like 17 times. And then at the end, when Roxanne rose up, was it Kyrie? It had to be Kyrie.
Yeah.
For the win, I was like, Liv, you lost. Like, you're the only one that lost this match, guaranteed. Roxanne got rolled up. You and Roxanne are the only guaranteed losses in this match. So
yeah, so Liv, Roxanne pins Kyrie after Kyrie dropped the insane elbow on Liv. Which we go to the back afterwards after this, and Nikki Bella's roaming around. She runs into Natty, and she speaks to Io, who claims Nikki paved the way for her. I was like, no, she didn't, Io.
Io, you've got some bad history here. Io, please, just hear me out, Io. It had nothing to do with the Divas era. It had nothing to do with Nikki Bella. I'll tell you that right now. In fact, I'm going through the Rolodex of the Divas era, and I have Brie Bella and head of Nikki Bella, and they're going ahead and pushing wrestling forward. Why do I have that? I cannot explain it, and I will not explain it. But I'm just going to state it as fact. But Nikki Bella was not there. It was not Nikki Bella. She would have had you on the E Network dealing with John Cena and his rules in his house, Io. You would have been stuck. Okay? You would have been left off of WrestleMania with Natty.
Oh, no,
Nikki Bella had nothing to do with it. You would have been associated with John Laurinaitis.
Do you think you could live in John Cena's house with all his rules?
No. I've seen kiss my ass. I'll never live with John Cena and those rules. I don't care how much marble floor he got. I wonder does he still have that house?
Becky Lynch comes out there.
Lies.
Becky Lynch comes out there, says the Bird Lady raised her hand so aggressively she nearly dislocated her shoulder. Said she also tried to kill her when she asked to put this all behind them and put the belt around her. She demands she come out and apologize and do it again. She comes out angrily, takes forever to get to the ring, posturing.
Hold on. I'm gonna do this. This is my Lyra Valkyria. Very slow motion walking in there. Only for Beatty to smack Becky in the back of the head and just start beating the shit out of her.
And then immediately after this, R-Truth stands on the announce table.
Yeah, man, before we just leave the Becky situation, did you remember the beef? I didn't remember that. I was like, why is he doing this? I was so confused on why she was beating up Becky, and I was like, and it only was later when Michael Cole said she cost the WrestleMania. I was like, I forgot about that shit. That's why
I remembered it. Yeah, I remembered it.
I remember. I was just like, Bailey's going nuts.
R-Truth tells the fans, don't let anybody tell them that they don't matter. He's back because of them. They got R-Truth back, but they also got him. He feels different.
Can I put my hand up and say, R-Truth, if you told me this earlier in the show, I would appreciate it, but it's too late. John Cena has already told me earlier in the show, at the start of the show, I do not matter. It's too late. I let him tell me that. I let him tell me it's too late.
He feels different, and to those that think that he's a gimmick and a sideshow act, at this moment he cuts off his braids. The truth has set him free. He is Ron Killings. Put some respect on his name.
He back. He cut his hair in front of everybody. Wade Barrett and Michael. Huh?
What a way to make a point.
Yeah. I mean, he cut his hair. The real question is, do you want R-Truth or do you want Ron Killings?
I want R-Truth. Why is he going to come back serious now? I don't need this.
That is the question, because when he was cutting that promo, why'd I leave the trash? Anyway, Mr. Trash Can for something. When he came back, it was like, oh, y'all want the truth, and then people were like, we want truth and all that. But you get Rock Hill. I think the crowd did feel kind of disappointed, like, oh, we don't want you serious.
Yeah.
They wanted you to come out here, stand on that announce table, and say, "I'm all elite, y'all." Like, that's what they wanted. That's what they wanted. They didn't want you to be serious. I'm gonna say I'm open to a serious run of this 50-something-year-old man, but I think I was talking to Eric on the phone, and I think Eric might be right on this one. I hate to admit it in front of him because I know he's watching right now that R-Truth might be the contender for Gunther to go after. That might be a sympathetic, ass whooping that R-Truth need to get, but it'd be a decent story for Gunther to go by. Because Jay ain't the answer.
No, I think I know what's happening. They've got some unfinished business for Goldberg. I keep
Manny,
saying it, but I think
don't fucking bring that up. Don't bring that up to me.
And then he'll vanquish Goldberg, but then Seth will cash in on him.
Manny, I don't want to hear this shit. It just sounds all bad.
It is all bad, but this is what's happening. Triple H don't know what to do.
Okay, if I want bad news, I just turn on the news. I just turn on any news. Any news channel in the world.
You just open the front door.
Yeah. If I wanted bad news, Manny, I'll just go outside, like you said. Don't give me this Goldberg news. Oh, that's going to make me cry. That would be it. That's my emotional break. We lost Jey Uso, and the bringing back of R-Truth to bring in Goldberg. No, please don't. Please don't. I don't want this. And I will boo. I will boo loud.
So we go to the clubhouse. Dom was like, Dom's in the King of the Ring. Finn was a bit like, hey, da, da, da. But then Finn was like, I got nothing wrong with that. Everything's working out the way it's supposed to. We're going to win the tag team titles. Dom's in the King of the Ring. Roxanne's qualified. Give us some. And then Dom was very much like, I ain't touching you. I don't want to catch anything. And then immediately Liv was like, comes in, what we celebrating? And then that turned wrong.
It's the Judgment Day segment. They what I've noticed about the Judgment Day, they get their one segment of the week, but they never. I don't remember the last time they've all been together in the ring and had the in-ring faction promo. They're only in the back. We've lost members and they still haven't done it.
You know what I love, and I would have loved to happen. I would have loved the Dom to become King of the Ring, and Roxanne to be King of the Ring.
Ooh,
Queen of the Ring, should I say?
Is it still possible? Dom's not out, right?
No, Dom got eliminated.
Yeah. It's already done. It's already done.
Yeah,
It's already over. Your brilliant storyline, Manny. It's over.
Yeah, I know.
You know
it was over. It was over within seconds. Penta versus Braun versus Dominic Mysterio versus Sami Zayn. I thought this was all right. Breaker is taken out by LA Knight, allowing Sami to hit the haluva kick on Dom for the win, ending my romance story.
You had a moment. You had a moment of storytelling. Yeah, you had a nice romance story. You had a let him cook story. You had Dominic eventually taking over the Judgment Day story and be him and Roxanne. These 20-year-olds and kick out all the old people, including Raquel. And it would have been something. But no. It's all out the window because Sami Zayn wins. And I don't know who's going to win King of the Ring this year.
I haven't even really looked at the brackets.
Like, who's the most important opponent for Gunther? You're gonna say Goldberg. God damn it, man. Stop it. Goldberg's not the mystery person in that one fatal 4-way match.
You know who might finally do it? And he's been pushed. He's been pushed by Carrion that he will never do it. It might be Sami.
Sami?
It could be Sami.
Why not Carrion?
I don't think Carrion's gonna be. I think Carrion's getting released. I don't think he's getting renewed.
He keeps getting his reactions, merchandise is selling. He's not even appearing in front of the audience. He's getting pops. It's getting out of control. He's getting Zack Ryder level. I think it's becoming undeniable at this point. Make him King of the Ring. You want to know why I want to make him King of the Ring, Manny?
Why?
because I want to call him King Karrion Kross. You want to know why I want to call him King Karrion Kross? So he gets Triple K for real. And I don't know why I want to play the old.
You're an awful human being. You're an awful human being. You know that?
I'm not an awful human being. I'm a person that wants to see Karrion Kross get pushed, but for all the wrong reasons.
The New Day had a backstage segment with Kathy Kelly. Yeah, it happened. Who cares about these titles? Who cares about these titles?
Yeah. I mean, Kathy Kelly's interviewed about these titles and stuff. The main story in backstage drama was the A-Town Down random breakup in the back. They didn't fight, but they had an argument, and one of them said, "I'm out." I can't remember which one. I think it was Waller.
Asuka's returning in a fatal 4-way next week, which I'm pretty sure she's going to lose because Stephanie Bakir's on this.
Right? That's just like, oh, wait, no. Oh, no, this might be the best fatal 4-way of the bracket. Like, Asuka, Bakir. Who else was in there? There was someone. It was a good.
No, is that this one's Asuka, Bakir, and then
Ivy Now's taking the pin. That's all I remember.
Ivy Now, no, but Raquel Menundo might take the pin.
Menundo, Jesus Christ! Can you at least be in the right letter demographic? No, I definitely have Ivy taking that pin. Raquel looked like she just entered the program with Rhea, maybe because of that interference. Maybe they're going to do something with that and run that shit back on the main roster.
Maybe.
Because Rhea has nothing to do. So I'm going to say they're going to protect Raquel and sacrifice the development of Ivy Now, who I believe is never going to officially win a match in WWE. I'm going to say that. I don't know if she has one.
Nikki Bella hypes up Evolution, but is interrupted by Liv Morgan because she didn't mention her in a list of people doing anything in WWE. Nikki says Nikki is lucky she wasn't around in her generation because she would have beaten her, and she didn't mention her because she is jealous because she has everything she don't: respect, championship, and she has a man.
The fact she said I have a man was going too far. But I would also like to argument and dispute that Liv Morgan was not around for Nikki Bella. Liv Morgan's been around for so long, she was around for the Bella Twins. In fact, one of the Bella Twins knocked her the fuck out. Brie kicked her in the face, knocked her out. We all fear for Liv's life and career at that moment. So I don't know if the concussion got her mixed up, but she needed to whoop Nikki Bella's ass that night, and I was happy she did.
Nikki says she's trying to work out who her man belongs to, but tells her to congratulate Roxanne because she's taken her title opportunity and her man. Liv hits her with the Oblivion. Then we're at our main event.
Okay, Manny, let me ask you something. Better Nikki Bella segment. John Cena starts the show, and then he's talking about, I challenged them all. I beat them all. And then is confronted by Nikki Bella in that segment. Or you want to go with this segment with Liv, and then she's distracted by John. He gets distracted by John Cena, only for Liv to get the upper hand. I'm just saying it's a better segment.
It's surprising that they even had this on the show, to be honest. They knew they'd both be there. Was it awkward? Who knows? I'm sure John Cena is the gentleman that he is. But I would have had Nikki Bella appear on SmackDown instead.
I'm sure he's not a gentleman. I'm sure he was just like, you keep her away from me. She doesn't show up until I leave. I'll start the show. And I'll leave. She can walk in after.
And then we have Gunther versus
John, you left her. Why are you so heartbroken about this? Just don't want to see her.
She wanted kids.
Yeah.
He didn't. He said kids get in the way of his happiness.
Yeah. Man doesn't want it. Leave him alone.
So Gunther took on Jey Uso. I think this got about 14 minutes of actual TV time.
Yeah.
2 minutes and a half of it. 2 minutes and a half of it was spent in a sleeper hold. of some variation.
It was a dramatic super hold though, man. Because you didn't believe. I believed and I didn't believe, and I was like, didn't believe, and I was like, oh, he's out. But this show went longer than normal. It went past the normal 30 mark or 2 hour and 30-minute mark, and they had a little overrun. And it was, you know what? I thought it was a fine main event. Gunther was staying on top and winning was the right decision. I think Jay, as much as the people want to cheer him and yeet along with him, I think it has ran its course. I'm tired of seeing the man. I think I'm annoyed with it.
I mean, the yeet stuff will continue without him being the champion. So, you can continue doing that. It's just where do you put him on the card now? Is it time? Is it time he goes back and pairs up with his brother? Because his brother is...
You're damn right it is, Manny. Take the titles away from the New Day.
His brother is floundering by himself.
Yes. But I'm assuming he's going to get some type of rematch before he final lose, and they can push him to another storyline. But yeah, overall, I thought Raw was newsworthy. I thought it was a solid show this week. I thought the matches were solid. I thought we moved some storylines. I think they're trying to bring goodwill back to the company after it was dragged for about 2 weeks of Triple H can't book and TKO won all our money and WrestleMania in Las Vegas and CM Punk in Saudi Arabia.
Thing is, I think Tony Khan can't book either. The only person I trust is Shawn Michaels at this moment in time.
Because that man knows to throw at you. If there's some bad booking going on, he'll throw a beautiful woman out there to distract you.
Let me tell you, officer, trust is not exactly the word I would use. Trust none of them.
Eric is saying Jay jumped the shark when he added more words to you. No, I'm okay with the 4 letters, 1 word. Yeet. I'm okay with that. That works.
I'm all right with it. He'll still be over. You saw him being over as he was coming to the ring.
Can I say something also as well? I mean, it is our podcast. I should be saying something. So there was a story, Triple H is not like LA Knight. I think I've seen multiple people not like LA Knight, but I will champion this. Jey Uso's title run is exactly what LA Knight's title run would have been. I'm just saying, or will be if he ever gets one. It'd be the exact same. Would the enthusiasm be there? No, but you'll get tired of the man and saying his and ripping off The Rock and Steve Austin.
Thing is, I don't think he'll be that champion.
Oh, he's never going to be that champion, man. He's going to probably get released.
He's come close so many times. I just don't think he's the one.
But I'm saying it's just Jey Uso's title run would have been the exact same. It's the exact same run.
Yeah.
What do you think of Jay's run? Are you okay with it?
Yeah, it's not the worst run. It's honestly not the worst run there ever was. I think you could say Jinder's was probably the worst run that there ever was.
No, Jinder got more time. It's 51 days.
Yeah, but Jay was strictly a tag wrestler. Let's be real.
I know. I agree with you. Let's call a spade a spade. This should have never happened. In anybody's lifetime, if you go all the way to the history of the Usos, you telling me all the way, someone from the beginning was going, that right there, that Jay guy, he going to be world champion. No, even when he became main event Jey Uso, which Roman, you still didn't believe it. Even when he was fighting Roman for that title, and it looked like he can actually be the one to beat Roman, still didn't believe it. I think it's an incredible run for something that seemed impossible to happen.
Yeah. How mad do you think Rikishi was?
I'm sure he flipped over a table and got in his car and ran over several people and said he did it for Jay or something. I don't know. I'm sure he was furious. I mean, his boys run the show. I mean, all his family's on the show. He shouldn't be upset.
Eric said Jay didn't have a strong rival to make his championship mean anything. The only feud that could have worked if Roman came back to claim it from him.
Yeah, but you know what? Jey Uso's title run was all Gunther. Gunther was the feud.
Yeah.
It started, and the reason I feel like I have Jay fatigue is that Jay's been on this run since the Royal Rumble. I know he's only been champion for about, just a little under 2 months. but it feels like he's been champion since fucking January when he won the Rumble.
No, I would go as far back to say this kind of has been building and growing since he won the IC title last year.
Yeah.
So, and then he's been on this constant like towards the world title since.
Mm-hmm.
So it felt like he ran his course. He definitely ran his course. Like he won the IC title, he won the world title. You can't. If he looks back at it and goes, yeah, he'll look back at it and go, yeah, he could have done more with it. But if you look back at it and also say, not many people get this opportunity. How many people actually get this opportunity? Like, I don't think he could actually sit there and be disappointed and sad that he may not never win a world title again. Because look at the likes of other people. Like look at Finn. He was the champion for a day.
Yeah, and I don't think Jay had a bad run. I think it was a really good run, and I don't think it's 100% over. I think that the people are still going to cheer him, still want to yeet and all that, and it is what it is. It's time to move on to a new champion. And then you know what? You can also, the internet backlash of Jey Uso's the reason for the Raw ratings drops on Netflix. I don't believe that for a second, but there are consequences. Coaches get fired in the NBA and NFL for less.
The Knicks coach being fired was ridiculous.
That is ridiculous. He ran their knees out. Tibbs.
That was ridiculous. That's because they didn't have a second. Because they didn't have a bench.
Manny, your friend, the Knicks franchise has been a joke for years. Of course, they're gonna fire Tibbs, but Tibbs don't last long because you know what, Manny? No one likes Tibbs. No one likes him. He's not a likable person. That's what you realize. You don't get fired if you're just a bit likable, just a bit.
So I told you I had something for you, and I do.
It was green.
When I get bored, I buy cameos and I just write the craziest prompt that I can think of. This is one that I just sent to Tito Santana, the WWE superstar. Hey Tito, I went on a date with my high school crush. Things were going amazing until Indian food wrecked me and I legit shit myself. He was weirdly sweet about it though. But now what? Do I bring it up or pretend it didn't happen? Help!
This is WWE Hall of Famer Tito Santana giving a shout out to Jimmy. Jimmy, you went out with the girl that you had a big time crush on. You had an amazing night.
Okay, pause. Why didn't he pre-read this?
It looks like he's reading this on the spot. He doesn't know what he's gonna say. He looks like it's really hard to read. His glasses aren't really working. It's like I'm going to get a new prescription in the middle of reading this. What the fuck?
Until you shit on yourself. Not good news. But forget about it. It happened. But don't ever bring it up. And it never happened. I hope you're still with your crush. Arriba!
You still got it. You still got it. Wow. Who asked for a camera? It has to be one of one. And I don't mean no disrespect to Tito Santana, the Mexican wrestler of my generation. Before there was Eddie Guerrero, there was a Matador, damn it. And his name was Tito Santana. And that was even before then. But who's asking for that? Really? If I'm Tito, I'm going like, leave me alone. Anytime somebody send me a cameo request, leave me the fuck alone. I know I'm on here, but seriously, this is not worth anybody's time.
Well, at least Tito got paid,
Arriba.
man.
Arriba. How much did he get paid? How much is a Tito Santana cameo?
Let's have a look. Cameo.
Can't be more than $35. I'm not paying more than $35 for Tito Santana, and I don't mean to be disrespectful to the legend. The one half of what was his team with Rick Martel? Strike Force?
Yeah, I think so.
One half of Strike Force.
Oh, Tito. Tito's rate is what? £11 and 25 pence.
Oh shit! That's like $15 American. Damn, Tito. I just want to give him money now.
That's so sad.
Yeah, that's fucking.
How dare you when you got the likes of Tama Tonga that's going to give you £600?
Yeah, it's like me going to McDonald's and be like, yeah, let me get the number 7. Yeah, let me give it an orange high C, yada, yada. And let me get a Tino Santana cameo, too. God damn.
Hey, everyone. Go book Tito Santana on Cameo.
Yeah. Have him wish you a happy birthday or something. Fuck that. Reebok. Fuck y'all.
Reebok.
Got Tito Santana down to $15. No wonder he was reading that thing like, what the fuck? I never did these in my life. I know I was talking shit about who would want a Tito Santana cameo, but now that I see the price, I'm like, y'all can kiss my ass. Pay Tito Santana his money. I could buy 3 of those.
I'm trying to find someone else that's cheap. The other guy from Imperium. What was his name?
Giovanni Vinci?
Alexander Wolf. His going rate is £6.
Shit. Man, people need to, if you're on a cameo and you try to $5 to do these cameos, man, you need to just, if you need $5 that bad, man, just get a real job. Get a real job.
Paid in English is £11.
Yeah, I wouldn't pay for that.
You're the problem then.
I was trying to be a solution. I'm expecting Tito Santana. That's my Tito. They have no connection to 8 English.
Marcus.
Manny, if it's Duke the Dumpster Droser, you need to stay away from him. He has legal issues, okay?
Mr. Iguana is £15.
Oh my God. Manny, do I got to send you money to get this? I don't even know what the cameo is. I just want to see him do Iguana shit. Come on, Mr. Iguana. It's going to go up and you know it. You know it's going to go up. That man's going to be a star. You saw the video package. He's going to be a star.
Mr.
I don't even know what I want Mr. Iguana to tell me, but God damn it. He could be our new intro.
We don't have intros anymore because we can't be stopped.
We could just throw it on there one time for Mr. Iguana. It's Mr. Iguana.
Marcus, what if I told you could have disgraced Build-A-Mont for £19?
I don't want that. He's gonna. It's not gonna be as humorous. I think it's gonna be. See what I did there? Humorous.
Nice. Nice.
Let me
I
see.
can get you a Griff Garrison for
don't even mention him. I don't want that. I don't even care about the price. I don't even want to. No.
Laredo Kid.
No.
What about Ultimo Panda?
How much we talking?
£19. However, I believe the Beast Mortos goes by Black Taurus sometimes. I believe we can get you him for £19.
Wait, the Beast Mortals Black Taurus is the same guy? I knew it! I should have known. I don't know why I didn't know, but I felt like they were the same guy. I was like, they have the same gimmick. Who thought these 2 little bulls would be running around like this? One in debt. Oh no, I will take the Beast Mortals, what you call it. But Manny, I think we need to get the Iguana guy making our first official interview on our cameo. We ask him 3 questions for 3 cameos. If he's that cheap.
Marcus, I don't get paid till Friday. You do it.
Tired of being the only person with money in this whole fucking organization. We're supposed to be a company. Why are we as much debt as TKO? It's the most random thing ever. No, I don't know. Probably, yeah.
Where the fuck is your name on here? There.
Who are you looking for?
You by text message.
Oh, what? Is this the iguana thing?
Yeah, I'm just sending you pictures of wrestlers. No, I'm sending you links, Marcus.
I refuse. We shall see, Manny. We shall see. But I have no, I'm not in the cameo game. That's Beast Mortals.
Hey, Mansoor is 23 pounds.
That's not bad for Mansoor.
Christopher Daniels is 23. D'Lo Brown is 23.
Nah, I don't want to mess. I'm messing with the real deal now, so nah, I don't want to go that route.
Jonathan Gresham is 23.
I didn't ask how tall he was. Yeah.
Yeah, Vince Russo for 26.
Come on, buddy. Come on, bro. Ugh. Nightmarish.
You get Tugboat Marcus for 30. You want some Tugboat.
I bet you that went up. WWE Hall of Famer Tugboat. That went up. He probably was 15.
You want Stevie Ray? Willie Mack?
I only want black wrestler cameos. And I want them to make it as black as possible.
You want Carmen Petrovich?
Carmen Petrovich isn't on there.
Carmen Petrovich is on there.
Why?
And really cheap, £34.
Does Triple H know she on there?
I don't know. Nina Samuels is on there.
They pulled all their people. Well, man, you can just do that in person.
That is true, but that is true. You want some Buff Bagwell? He's buff, he's tough, he's still the stuff.
No. It's too oily. I don't want to oil him. Not on my stream. All right, you ready to wrap the show up before you get lost in all of these cameos?
I mean, we do need to get Mr. Iguana, then the Beast Mortals. And then we need to make a fight.
I want you and him to fight, and you guys just shoot it together. I have enough money for it.
Yeah, so that is today's show. Make sure you like the video and subscribe. I am going to sleep.
Wow. I thought this would have energized you and brought a second win out of you.
Nope. Because I'm about to hit that end stream button and I am just gonna die.
I'm gonna go to work today, shave my beard, and say I'm going by Ron Killings.
No, I don't shave the beard. I think go buy a strong mustache. I just think I'm Ron Killings.
Maybe I just bring one of the wigs in and pretend like I shaved one of those. It's a damn shame I can't come up with a new identity because I have no hair. Shit.
I mean, Jeremiah Biscuits is still going. As the person I want to give it to doesn't want to take it. He's settled with, I'll name a move after it. And I was like, oh, it could be.
It'd be your whole identity.
I had a name for it, but it doesn't work. Yeah. But like the biscuit maker. The air biscuit.
It's the Pillsbury biscuit. Straight from Pillsbury, the Doughboy drop.
All right, let's get out of here.
Yep. It's just those wires, man. That was never there. That's just a tragedy.
That's what the back of my TV looks like.
That's what it looks like when I don't shave after 2 days. Like, what the hell? Why does it grow faster now that I'm bald?
He's looking at that like he just made a mistake.
Yeah, like, ooh, what am I gonna look like? I'm gonna look like an old Orlando Jordan. Sell out. Talk about Cena. I'm talking about porn.
I've seen this movie before somewhere.
Yeah, it's a white woman scoring. This happens every day. This is what I imagine what it's like to hang out with white people. Shit like this happens every day. Just walk by and just brunch. Someone lands the oblivion on somebody and starts raging out.
This is too many mimosas.
Yeah. Girls at the brunch went bad, guys. Like girls.
This bottomless mimosas. This is do it to you. Nikki, wake you up!
Wait, why are you drunk? Why are you so drunk? Why did you get drunk? Why are we so drunk?
I don't kill my boyfriend.
Yeah. I called John Cena. I'm afraid, Nikki. We can't see him.
You can't see me. Must be this bitch.
Look at these two. They both went to jail, I think, in the past 2 years. Lived for weed, and I don't know if Nikki went to jail for domestic violence, but she was guilty.
But she has to
Beat
pay.
the shit out of that man.
That's why she's back.
Yep. The alimony. Damn, alimony puts you back in the ring. Now look at you laid out. Bedazzled pants and matching hat.
Nikki did what John Cena been doing for the last few months. Every time he turned up to Raw, SmackDown.
Soulmates! I knew it.
And we out. Peace. What is this? Oh, Marcus.
This should have been the thumbnail. Yeah.
Yesterday was our 5th year anniversary of doing this.
No.
5th or 4th?
Oh. 5th? I don't know, but well.
Yay us.
Yeah, that came and went. Yay, we did it. And we're celebrating in the streets of Los Angeles. The party was so big they called the National Guard and the Marines. We fucking did it.
But we out. We'll see you on Thursday. Peace.
Yeah. But like I said, this should have been the thumbnail, man. He could have a full thirst trap.
Well, you can change it.
Nah, it's here. I feel like this is missing the point. I give them sweaty Gunther.
All right, we out. Peace.